Matchup knowledge is one of the most important skills in Smash Ultimate, and well, there's a lot of characters in this game. So here's one piece of advice on how to beat all of them. Until around 30%, Mario up B is unsafe on hit, so you can be as aggressive on shield as you want, as long as you don't get grabbed. Donkey Kong has no out of shield options to hit behind him, meaning if he's facing backwards, you know, like to do a back air, Donkey Kong's best move, you can throw out basically any move you want without fear of being punished. Link Nair is ridiculously safe on shield, even with the weak hit, so parry is the only way to get a punish, and if he goes for the weak hit, you can react and parry very easily. This is very important if your shield is low because Nair is really good at shield poking from a full hop. But you can also just angle your shield up if you're concerned about missing the timing. Charge Shot is actually much less threatening when fully charged. You have plenty of time to shield, jump, or reflect the charge shot on reaction, because it's slower. And it also doesn't combo, so don't be scared to let her get fully charged charge shot. Has something like this ever happened to you? If your answer is yes, then you should probably stop mashing out of egg lay like this. Instead, mash normally until a little bit before you get out of the egg, then start mashing only the input you want once you leave the egg. If you shield Kirby's rising forward air, you can parry the third hit and punish with a quick attack. Edgeguarding Fox's side B from on stage can be really difficult, and usually pretty low reward, and jumping off for the edge guard is risky, so I'd recommend jumping off and then double jumping back on stage with a long-lasting aerial. Quick attack is really two-frameable, so a lot of Pikachu players will go past the ledge like this to try and hit you for two-framing him. You can beat this by just throwing out a long-lasting aerial at the ledge. After this, they'll probably be conditioned to start recovering low, where you can actually two-frame them. Luigi side B is, well, terrible. All you have to do to edgeguard it is just get hit, unless they recover really low. In that case, I'd recommend either hanging on ledge and timing an aerial, or going really low with a low lag aerial or footstool. If you've ever played against Ness, this has probably happened to you. Ness is off stage, up B's to ledge, you try to edgeguard him, and it hits you, and you miss the attack and die at under 50%. There is an easy way to prevent this though. All you have to do is hold tech towards the end of the zoom in, and you'll never miss the tech again. Captain Falcon is really good at frame trapping air dodges, so use directional air dodge as a mix-up, especially when there's a platform. When you're being chained off stage, you might be tempted to hold in, but it's much better to hold away. Holding in just means you're going to get hit by more aerials and be dragged even further away from the stage. So hold away for a little bit, and then just recover normally. When recovering, instead of going straight up to ledge, you should slide up the stage. It's harder for Peach to hit you with turn-up throws. The only way to avoid flame breath in this situation is to ledge jump. Neutral get up is extremely risky against ice climbers, so try to avoid doing it whenever possible. Sheik's fast rushdown can be really hard to deal with. You'll usually just get hit before you can intercept her, making parries an important way to stop her from mashing on you. Just be careful of empty land grab and down air. Most Sheik players will adapt to your parries pretty quickly. The first hit of Zelda up B doesn't true combo into the second hit. I'm serious. All you have to do is hold left or right, and the up B will miss. This can be really useful when you hit Zelda's shield unsafely and know they're gonna up B. Just like Mario, Dr. Mario's up B is unsafe on hit at low percent, but that's super lame to give the same tip for both characters, so I'll say another. DIing away on down throw in the corner can sometimes get you killed because it will still combo into down B, but you'll be closer to the blast zone. And DIing in can get you killed at high percent, because down throw combos at much later percents on DI in. Thunder Jolt approaches are terrifying. Parries can help, but it's not that hard for Pichu to punish by just hitting you out of it. A good mix-up to beat this can be hitting the Thunder Jolt with an aerial, which will also beat out an aggressive attack from Pichu. After Falco's up throw and back throw, he shoots laser, which can be dodged at high percent by DIing in on up throw and away on back throw. This can prevent you from dying at really high percents too. This position sucks to be in. It should be advantageous, but it just feels so awkward after shielding side B, and if you mess up your prediction, you might die. There is a safe way to deal with this though. roll right after the third hit. This will always be safe no matter what they do, and can sometimes get you a punish. This also works even better if you have a fast enough up B, because you can just hit them instead. Be patient against young Link's projectiles. He's not a charge character like Pac-Man or Samus, so you can be more patient, shield, and try to get into a better position before you try to approach. The ideal spacing is around here, where his projectiles are more punishable and his normals will whiff. The most common moves Ganon players will use after hitting side B are down B, some kind of smash attack, or another side B, which will all get beaten by mistech into get up attack. Just don't do it in the corner or you'll get forward tilted and die at 90. Mewtwo has some of the scariest ledge and recovery mix-ups. Here are all the most common ones I've seen. After you shield the first hit of Roy and Chrom's Nair, you can parry the second hit on reaction and get a free punish. Game & Watch is really good at beating approaches, so it's usually better to beat his approaches. One of the best ways to do this, if your character has one, is with up-angled forward tilt, because it beats a ground approach while also stuffing out a short hop Nair approach. Meta Knight down B has basically no lag if he doesn't do the attacking version of it. So don't even try to punish it unless you're already in position, and try to bait it out. Meta Knight players love spamming this move to recover high. Hit down air is completely unsafe on hit at low percent, making it better to get hit rather than shield it. ZSS grab is reactable on the later active frames, allowing you to spot dodge and get a really hard punish. Rising Nair is completely unsafe on shield if you just parry the second hit. It's a bit unclear when the second hit comes out, but with enough practice, it's actually pretty easy. Even if Snake's spamming up smash at ledge, there's a short gap in between the explosions where you can ledge jump air dodge. You can react to up B with full hop down air to get some really early kills. Forward tilt to grab isn't true at 0%. You can spot dodge or do a quick jab right before the grab comes out. Ledge drop up B is more punishable than you might think. If you shield it, you have enough time to short hop, fast fall down air to get the kill. Don't die to flare blitz all the time, it's not that good of a move. As long as your shield isn't too low, you can just drop shield, dash up, and charge F smash. If your shield's low, just jump. Spot dodge, or roll. You can also just shield and down air if they're trying to recover past the ledge with it. Flare Blitz is at its scariest after a Nair around 50% to start a tech chase. You can still just tech in to avoid it though. There's a short time at the start of your ledge jump where you can grab a banana at ledge, which can be really useful against banana ledge traps. Luca's up B edge guards are incredibly annoying. Here's how to beat them. Don't try to hit PK Thunder away, it just doesn't work for some reason. Instead, go high whenever possible since you're not going to get punished for it when Lucas can't even move. And try to get hit as quickly as possible. I know that sounds weird, but it makes sense. If you up B into it really early, you can get the height, then have it be cancelled and get another up B, which makes it a lot less likely to result in your death. And finally, always be ready to tech. It's really hard to tell what direction you're going to get sent, so just make sure not to get stage spiked and die. Homing attack is minus 16 on shield, so don't miss a free punish after something like this. King DeDeDe is much better at beating approaches than approaching himself, so try to play defensive and whiff punish because his moves are very laggy. And if he throws Gordo at you, you can just hit it back with basically anything, which is always better than shielding. Olimar's Pikmin are kinda complicated, so here's how they all work. Red Pikmin deal extra damage and knockback, as well as low knockback on throws, which means they can combo at higher percents. They also have complete immunity to fire damage. Yellow Pikmin have much bigger hitboxes than most Pikmin. More hit stun, more shield stun, and a complete immunity to electric attacks. Sorry Pikachu mains. Blue Pikmin aren't really all that scary. Just don't get grabbed at high percent. Oh, and I guess don't use Greninja down taunt because they're immune to it. White Pikmin can be thrown much farther than any other Pikmin, and does more damage too. You can kill them much easier though. Purple Pikmin are the scariest. They deal the highest damage and knockback of any Pikmin. They also actually have knockback and shield stun when thrown. When Olimar has 1 or 2 purples in his lineup, be very careful with your approaches. Olimar's Pikmin order isn't random. It always goes in the order red, yellow, blue, white, then purple, and loops. Just know that even if he up Bs from here, that doesn't mean he can't go high and ruin your edgeguard. You also gotta be careful of this when ledge trapping. When Rob's holding gyro, instead of shielding it, it's actually better to crouch under it, because you're not locked into shield for a bit, and gyro doesn't disappear, meaning he can't shoot another one for a short time. And if you have gyro, either hold onto it and do Z-catch aerials by dropping it midair and immediately doing an aerial, or just throw it up so that Rob can't get it. Toon Link's rising back air usually doesn't combo into anything, so don't let him do long back air chains like this. Wolf probably has the best tech chasing in the entire game, so it's important to know how to avoid dying at 80. At 0%, Wolf's only tech chase starter is forward tilt, and the only thing you need to do to beat that is tech away. And same goes for down tilt at mid percents. Forward and down throw can also be dealt with easily by just DIing up. Nair is the real problem. Strong Nair starts tech chases from around 40 to 60%. Your tech direction doesn't matter that much, so just mix it up and maybe don't neutral tech too much, because Wolf's really good at covering neutral tech while beating other options. Weak Nair is the scariest though. It starts tech chases from around 80 to 100% and frequently leads to kills. Never neutral tech, like ever, because Wolf's most common option in this scenario is tipper down smash, which will pretty much always kill you if you neutral tech. Generally, tech away is the safest option because it's hard for Wolf to punish it with a kill. Tech in is also an important mix-up though. Now if you're in the corner from this, forget everything I just said because they're just going to up B. Instead, probably either miss tech into get up attack, or just tech in. Lloyd Rocket takes almost an entire second to actually start hitting, giving you time to dash up and use a throw to invincibility through the hitbox as long as you're close enough. Don't always just shield when side B is stuck to you. A well-timed air dodge can invincibility through the explosion, and if you have a reflector, that can also be very helpful. Wii Fit's tech rolls are very long, making some tech chase setups that work against most characters not work against her. Whenever you have the chance, always target Luma. Even if you have a free ledge trap, killing Luma is just so worth it. I mean, they're like the entire reason she's a good character. Little Max Recovery is super vulnerable, so a very common mix-up is to use down B because it moves you forward and keeps you safe. Don't fall for this mix-up, just bait it out and you can easily get a kill. Usually the best way to edgeguard Greninja is to hang at ledge, because you can hit him off stage repeatedly by dropping ledge and double jumping with an immediate nair or bear. Just be ready to tech side B. You might think you'd be safe at this range against Mii Brawler, but if they have burning dropkick, you're not. That's just how crazy B reverse side B is. Down throw up air is really hard to react and DI away against, so if you think you're gonna get grabbed at around 90%, preemptively DI away to avoid the combo, and generally just try to avoid grabs. Here's how to beat bomb drop ledge traps. Pay close attention to the spacing of the bomb. If there's a bit of distance between the ledge and the bomb, you can jump, and if the bomb is right up against the ledge, you can get up attack. The perfect spacing is the most annoying. Even ledge drop will get you killed here. The only thing you can do is either roll or perfectly time a get up as it explodes. Though it will explode automatically if Mii Gunner drops another one, which will hit you at the ledge. Oh, and one more thing to watch out for. If Mii Gunner jumps and uses drop bomb, it will bounce, which can sometimes hit at the ledge. If you preemptively hold away when up being to ledge, then even if you get 2-framed by down tilt, you'll be able to avoid the back air confirm. Pac-Man bonus fruit is his best move, so here's all the counterplay I know. First of all, you can shield any fruit except for key, and then short hop and press grab to pick up the fruit. You can also short hop over most of them. Cherry and strawberry aren't really that good, so you don't have to worry about them. Peaches are a pretty simple projectile, just don't try to use any projectiles against it, and you'll be fine. Apple goes at a downwards angle and can actually kill at high percents, making it a bit more threatening, but you'll be fine if you just shield or jump over it, since they can't catch a jump with it because of the angle. Melon is really slow and easy to catch. That's about it, just don't get cheesed like this. Galaxian moves around very wildly and can lead to some pretty scary combos, so just be careful of it. I also see it used as a ledge mix-up quite a lot when Pac-Man's holding it. Bell is Pac-Man's best fruit, but it's not too bad if you know what you're doing against it. The safest spot to be is around here, on the ground with a bit of distance, but not too much because Bell covers this entire area. When Pac-Man's holding Bell is when it's really scary. Never touch his shield. Bell is probably the best out of shield option in the entire game. Instead, just hold shield and be ridiculously patient, like to the point of absurdity, since he can't grab. Key is pretty much just a reaction test, so don't fall for it. All of Robin's projectiles can be short hopped over, and it looks kinda weird to be honest. Shulk struggles against Rushdown because his moves have really long startup, especially his aerials, so just be aggressive and hit him before he can get his attacks out. A common mix-up a lot of Bowser Jr. players will do is up B past the ledge and hammer as they go down. To punish this, all you have to do is shield it and then drop shield and punish. You might think that if Duck Hunt's hiding on top of Can, grabbing him will just get you blown up. But if you grab and immediately throw, the invincibility will save you from the explosion. This also works better with throws that have a hitbox because it will ignite the can and hit Duck Hunt. Ryu and Ken side B is kind of weird on shield. Here's how to punish it. For Ryu, the hitbox completely disappears after you shield it, giving you plenty of time to drop shield and F smash, even if he does the light one. You can obviously punish with other moves, but just be careful it doesn't get high profiled. Ken's is a bit trickier to punish. The hitbox persists, but won't work if you drop shield after the second hit. If he does the light version, you probably won't have enough time to F smash, but you can still get a free hit no matter what. Limit side B is a really good shield breaker, unless you use the small gap of time before the final hit to spot dodge or parry, giving you plenty of time to punish. It's not always over when you shield or get hit by the charge hit of F smash. There's still a lot of counterplay. SDI up can often save you after getting hit, and after shielding it you can hold B and repeatedly tap away to shield SDI. Or you could just interrupt it if you have a fast enough up B out of shield. After shielding grounded side B, the second hit won't come out, so you can get a free punish. Just a friendly reminder that Inkling up B has a hitbox at the start of it that's really good at cheesing kills, because there's barely any time to react and tech. Preemptively tech or avoid the hitbox entirely, so you don't end up like me. You can react to max range side B with spot dodge and then charge F smash. As long as the Simon player's spacing isn't perfect, down B won't hit at ledge apart from the initial hit, which you should invincibility through as long as you don't re-grab ledge. Also, this probably isn't practical in an actual match, but you can drop ledge double jump and then grab down B on reaction. You can short hop over crown and grab, then throw to invincibility through the crown. You can dash into a planted missile to trigger it, then shield to completely ignore the missile. What do you do in this scenario? You've been hit by down tilt at ledge, and you don't want to die at 80. The correct answer is tech. Yeah, I don't know why this is possible either, but it's actually completely possible to do on reaction, and saves you from certain death. Patui is well known for being hard to punish, but in reality, it's not that hard to punish at all. All you have to do is grab and immediately throw. Down guns isn't as much of a free landing tool as you might think. If you predict it, all you have to do is go slightly to the side of him, react, and then throw out an aerial. You can also use platforms to stay safe. At low percent, if you get hit by snooze mid-air, you can mash out of it before you even touch the ground. After shielding Banjo side B, you have enough time to punish with a full hop aerial out of shield. You'll probably be facing backwards, so if your best combo starter is fair, you can drop shield, dash up, and do a short hop fair. Terry players love to crack Stu at mid-range, especially at low percent, making it really important to bait it out. And all you have to do is just shield at mid-range, because as long as it doesn't cross up too far, crack Shoot's completely unsafe on shield. Violet Uncharged Neutral B can be hit away really easily, which can be very helpful when recovering. After shielding one arm, you can roll through the second one and punish. Steve players love mashing up tilt on shield, which makes it really easy to parry. Never DI towards the stage in this position. You will die to back throw at like 50%. It looks like you're locked into shield against Pyra's side B, but you can just roll in the middle of it. And if you shield Mythra side B off stage, you can drop shield and down tilt before she grabs ledge. If you're holding one direction as soon as you get hit by Electric Wind God Fist, you're making yourself easier to combo. This blue line right here tells your opponent exactly what direction you're DIing. So hold it in one direction at the start of the move, and then switch, and you'll be harder to combo. I see Sora players get away with ledge jump side B way too much, and it's actually really easy to beat. You can obviously beat side B with a long-lasting aerial, but what if you shield it? In that case, you can just punish it for free with a short hop aerial, whether he cancels it or does the second hit. It's really that easy. And if you want more tips, watch this video next to learn about the most broken edge guards in Smash Ultimate.